What gives us the most bang for buck in growing holders for Hex, growing stakers? Is it fiat on ramps? Is it institutions? Is it marketing, media, easy on ramps? Do we need a call center where people can like call in and get Hex support? Like, do we need a brick and mortar store, Apple style, and just in New York or something? Like, people walk in and buy Hex. Oh, I'd like to buy a million Hex, please, and stuff like that.
Yeah,
How do we grow this?
it's an interesting question because in all reality, it takes all of it, right? But at the same time, sentiment needs to be there. The community aspect of it is pretty important too because it's how crypto exists. Without us, there is no crypto because otherwise it's just centralized institutions. So it's honestly a combination of everything. Um, the bigger issue is that people think that they could breach or make any kind of logical sense with these crypto folk, with the fake promise coin, with the promise coin space. That's fake crypto. That ain't real crypto. No matter what people want to think, that is not real crypto. They're just projects until further notice, and that's okay. But it's not a true peer-to-peer finished product with no admin keys. It's not. The standard has been set. So the standard has to be met, has to be respected. Otherwise, we're disrespecting our own pockets. Yeah, we can't convince crypto users that don't want to learn. So they're irrelevant. That's why you get the North Corners. And there's 8 billion of them versus a few million of the fools in here. So I think you're best served following the law of large numbers. If you don't know what that is, look it up.
So could you present that? Could you present that same argument to Bitcoin growing? Like, how is Hex? How would it differ when you're talking about Hex versus any other crypto? Especially the bigger ones.
Yeah, that's a good question, and it's real easy, right? Because what is cryptocurrency at the end of the day? Software. The best software is always going to win. Always. We see it in every market. Apple took over everything, and it isn't just because of the cool design on the hardware either.
It is nice.
It's nice to use. It's easy to use. It's intuitive. You don't think the best money is going to win? I mean, I think if you don't think the best money is going to win, I think you're a moron. I really think that. And I'm not even being coy about it.
You're not being flippant.
No, I'm not being flippant. I'm not being flamboyant. I'm not being flagrant. I'm not being belligerent.
Don't be floppy.
Don't be floppy. I'm not being anything. I'm being very serious, right? Because think about it. What do people like to see in markets that they never see, but yet always talk about and wish they had it? An uncorrelated, consistent asset.
Yeah. You go have a meeting with any person in business finance, got a lot of money to invest. They hear that's something that Staked Wealth and I talked about, and he mentioned they want to hear uncorrelated asset. That's what they're looking for.
That's right. I got the data to prove it. So clearly it's not made up. And I mean, we're talking across the diaspora of markets. It's not just equities, it's not just commodities, it's not just food, it's not just this, it's not just that's everything. Fact. Now, why? Because we have a consistent measure of value that's consistently operational 24/7 all the time. What do you think that's worth? Honest question, right? Like people got to think about that. What is the value of a piece of software that always works?